Hello, lovely Cancer. Thank you for being here. This is Dee, and we are doing a October through the end of the year check-in. We're going to do my version of what would be considered a Celtic cross, except I do it in the shape of a pyramid. It's just more compact that way. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? So this is going to encompass the last 3 months of 2024, October, November, December, and we're just going to take a look and see what's going on. I apologize for the janky lighting. It's just I'm getting used to getting things all set up again. So I apologize if you get any unexpected glare. Here we go. So here we have you showing up as the World card. And what crosses you is the Six of Cups. In the past energies, we have the Fool. In the present energies, we have Temperance. And in the upcoming energies, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so how you see yourself is the King of Pentacles. How others see you is the Three of Wands. Your greatest fear is the Ten of Wands. Your greatest hope is the Chariot. And possible outcome, we have the Hierophant. Wow, okay. So recently it seems like you have completed a very important stage in your life, and you've moved on to something that has, when I see the World card, your world will never be the same. So you've shifted into a new paradigm, so to speak. You've gone into a place in your life where you've had to leave the past behind, which is kind of ironic because what you have is the Six of Cups, which is a card which evokes nostalgia or a connection to the past somehow. So here we have the past kind of interfering in your desire to move on and leave the past behind, to cut it off completely. Now, we are products of our past, so we do need to have some appreciation for it. And at the same time, if that past does not serve us, if we no longer relate to those events and that person, we've changed to a new paradigm, a new way of looking at the world, a new way of being in the world, sometimes that past can hold us back if it keeps coming up at the most inopportune times. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. In the past, you have the past energies, you have the Fool. So someone who, you're looking at this energy with kind of looking down on it as someone who didn't know what they were doing. Maybe you feel like you were lucky in terms of getting what you did, or with this nostalgia card, with the past card sitting there, you may feel as though what you did in the past was foolish. You feel like you didn't know what you were doing. I see some regrets here that you didn't get to this point until now. So it seems like you feel like you could have done better before, if you had had better information. So you were working off of incomplete or faulty information, and you may have done things that you're not very proud of, and that's why you want to switch into a new paradigm, right? Leave it all behind, start fresh, cut off all those things that you're not proud of, and be more proud of yourself moving forward. So in the present, we have Temperance, which is a beautiful card to combine what we've learned with what we are going to be learning, with what we are learning now. So we build on the experience and kind of amalgamate it, pull it together, pull what we've known with what we're learning, and use that as a springboard to move towards the future. So this is a lovely, lovely energy that we have. So you're going to be building on something, and since the Six of Cups is showing up in a position that crosses you, I would have to say don't discard everything that you've learned. We learn by making mistakes, right? We progress, we grow by making mistakes. So if you are totally ashamed of your mistakes, then it's hard to use those mistakes as lessons to move forward. So we have the Temperance card combining the wisdom that we've accrued over the previous parts of our lives, even though they may be flawed, our actions may have been flawed, our intentions may have been flawed, and so forth. Whatever it is, you've come to a realization that that is no longer serving you, and it's time to move forward. And we're going to take that information from the past and learn from it. Now we have the Page of Pentacles in the Future card, which is a beginner energy. It is kind of a little bit of a trickster energy and a little bit of a message. So some sort of message coming through in terms of financial well-being. If you were ashamed of the way that you handled money, for instance, this is a good indication that things are about to turn around. If you are looking for a new job, I do see a new job in the pardon me, in the near future. Either the preparation happens in the next 3 months, or you actually receive a new job. You actually land a new job in the next 3 months. So this could be financially centered, but not necessarily. It does seem like financial issues are a high priority for you, and the Page of Cups also means, the Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles also means taking action in terms of solidifying your financial standing. So not as much as the Knight would, but it's there, it's a start. So if you have been made a mess of your finances, this gives you a good opportunity to clean everything up. And it looks like it's going to be a big change for you from the past. Now, pardon me, sorry, I had a little bit of a coughing fit on the Gemini, and it's still kind of affecting my lungs. So please be patient with my clearing my throat, etc. All right, so in this position is how you view yourself. You know, you've gone from the Page of Coins to the King of Pentacles, and that is someone who has mastered his financial standing in the world. And to a large degree, it kind of defines you. So your wealth is very, very tied to your identity. It seems like if it wasn't in the past, it will be more in the future. So this could be involvement in a financial a financial direction in the future, especially if this job is with a bank or you know, involved in something like cryptocurrency or something like that. You are definitely all in and looking to become the master of this financial skill. So of acquiring finances, of solidifying your financial standing in the world. And we have the Three of Wands. Others see you as someone who is accomplished. So you may have people coming to you for consultation in terms of what to do in not only in financial situations, but in security situations. So people could be looking to you for how to secure their resources going into the future, now that they feel that things are kind of unstable in the world. You are someone who is stable in this world, and they want to know how you did it. So you could become some sort of consultant in terms of how people should handle their money and resources and wealth, etc. So consultant or coach or some sort of person that is looked up to in terms of how they handle their material presence in this world. Doesn't even have to be money, could be something like, I don't know, how you prepare your homestead, for example. You could be moving into a mini farm or a farm situation where you are making money raising crops or animals or livestock or something like that, and other people know how to do it. This is very much an influencer an influencer vibe I'm getting here, going online and teaching what you know. So you've come to the point where you have become or you're going to become a source of information, just because of all the experience that you've had. Now, your greatest fear is the Ten of Wands. And do you want to take a look at that a little bit up close? This is the Zach Wong deck. I just love this artwork, and it's such a friendly deck too. It's really hard to get negative messages from this deck. Anyways, I digress. So your greatest fear is the Ten of Wands. Your fear is that this is going to be a lot of work. Ten of Wands is a heavy burden that you will have to carry on your own for a while. The nice thing about the Ten of Wands, though, is that there's always a sun coming up on the horizon. It's like the darkest before dawn. You may not think you're making progress, but then all of a sudden things gel in a way that makes you think that it was all worth it. Makes you know that it was all worth all that work. So we have the Chariot in your greatest hope. Now, I love that you have this major arcana in the greatest hope position. You do have two major arcanas, but we'll deal with the Chariot first, because the Chariot is the yes card, is the success card, is the beyond your wildest dreams. Just move and go in the direction of what you want to do, and it will be done. I can't tell if that's out of focus. I'm sorry if it's out of focus. So the Chariot, okay, when I see the Chariot, it's like you don't know the road ahead, but as long as you have faith, you know that the road leads to success. We can't see where the road ends, right? It goes off into the distance, off into the horizon, but we trust that it leads to the proper location, the proper place, the proper destination. So that is how the Chariot moves in your life. You're going to be taking a path that may not be the path most traveled by you, but you know, because that particular path is a path that leads to where you want to go. So you have great trust in the path before you. And that is your greatest hope, to just trust and allow the universe to bring to you what you need to know in order to get to where you're going. Now, The Hierophant as the possible outcome is a little bit of a left turn, in my opinion. Having to deal with matters of religion, of tradition, of people's ideologies. So this may be something that you need to amalgamate in your life, in your work, in your philosophy, in order to be successful. This may not necessarily even be, for some people, this may be a path towards a religious position, and needing to have the resources to put that into play. So if some of you are working towards becoming a priest or a preacher, or someone who is helping others through faith, this could be a really good income outcome. So yeah, that was a slip, but fortunately it does fit in with the reading. Could be something that is very lucrative for you, being someone who speaks about faith, and it brings in a lot of money for you, a lot of wealth. I was going to say, but if this is something to do with a marriage, either you're getting married to solidify your financial standing, or you're getting divorced and having to leave something behind, in the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, having to leave something behind in the past in order to achieve what you want. But anyways, you have the World Cup here, right? The World card. That is a big change for you. That is a total shift. Gosh. I am so sorry if those cards are out of focus. I really... I really need to figure out my setup here, and I do apologize again. But anyways, you have a really, really great path ahead of you. And if you want to change, if you want to be the person who reaches out to others to help them find their way, because it looks like you are in the process of finding your way and leaving the past behind, you have all the support of the universe behind you. Okay, Cancers? Let me know down below if this appealed to you, if this applies to you, and how it does. That would really, really, because I find this so fascinating that it is definitely screaming that you are going to be taking what you've learned and putting it into a faith-based business, which seems very specific to me, but I don't know if this is for one person or if this is across the board for Cancerians. It's a fascinating reading, and let me know if it applies to you. Thanks for being here, Cancers. We'll see you next time. This is Dee signing out. Bye for now.